My dear friends, today I bring you news that is not just numbers, not just government policy, but something that can truly touch the heart and change the daily life of so many seniors across Australia. Imagine for a moment an extra $200 arriving right when bills are piling up, groceries feel heavier on the pocket, and every dollar seems to stretch thinner and thinner. For many, this is more than a payment. It is relief, it is dignity, and it is hope. Before we go deeper into today's video, let me pause and ask you one small favor. If you are new here, or if you have been watching but have not yet pressed that subscribe button, please take a moment to do so. By subscribing, you are joining a family, a community where we look out for each other, share the latest updates about pensions and benefits, and most importantly, stand together in making sure no one is left behind. Now, let's talk about this $200 Centrelink pension payment. You might have heard whispers, you might have seen headlines, but today we will cut through all the confusion. We will talk about what this payment really means, who will get it, the exact dates you can expect it, and why this is such an important moment for seniors. I want you to feel confident, informed, and reassured by the time we finish. We cannot deny the truth. Life has become more expensive. A loaf of bread, a carton of milk, electricity bills, petrol, even basic medications. Everything costs more than it used to. For pensioners and seniors who depend on Centrelink, every small increase in costs feels like climbing a mountain with no rest. That is why payments like this $100 matter. They are not luxuries, they are lifelines. This payment is about making sure you can breathe easier. It means choosing fresh food without worrying about the bill. It means heating your home during the cold nights without turning the heater off too soon. It means being able to say yes when your grandchild wants to go for an ice cream without stressing about your bank balance. After weeks of waiting, after months of uncertainty, the word has come through clearly. Yes, the $200 Centrelink pension payment has been confirmed. This is not a rumor. This is not speculation. This is a real step, locked in, and ready to reach the hands of those who need it most. In this video, we are going to go step by step, breaking it down so you know exactly what is happening. We will talk about eligibility, timing, how it will be paid, and even what to do if you think you are missing out. You will not need to leave with questions. You will leave with answers. It is easy for officials to talk about figures and dates. But behind every payment, there are real stories. There is Margaret, a widow in Melbourne who has been choosing between paying her electricity bill and filling her fridge. There is David in Brisbane who worked his whole life but now struggles just to cover rent. There is Fatima in Perth who cares for her husband with health problems, stretching every dollar to buy medications. For them, and for so many others, $200 is not just cash, it is a breath of fresh air. It is the difference between stress and a little peace of mind. That is why we need to talk about this in plain words, with care and honesty. Now that we know the payment is confirmed, the next question every senior is asking is this: who exactly will receive it and when will it arrive? These are the details that matter most, because when you live on a pension, every week, every day, and every cent makes a difference. Let's begin with eligibility. The $200 payment is not random. It has been designed to reach the people who need it the most, those living on limited incomes, those who rely on Centrelink age pension, disability support pension, or carer payment, as well as certain other allowances that support vulnerable Australians. If you are already receiving a regular Centrelink pension, then you are most likely included. That means if you check your bank account on the right date, you will see this payment appear automatically. The good news is you do not have to fill out long forms, you do not have to sit in endless phone queues, and you do not have to prove again what the government already knows. The system has been set up so that the payment goes straight into your account, safe, simple, and direct. This is meant to save seniors from extra stress, because after all, this money is meant to help you, not burden you. The first wave of payments will begin in mid-October. Pensioners whose regular payment cycle falls around this time will be among the first to see the extra $100 or $200 in their account. Following that, the second wave will reach those on different payment schedules later in the same month. And by the end of October, every eligible pensioner across Australia should have received the payment. So whether you live in Sydney, Adelaide, Hobart, Darwin, or anywhere in between, you can mark October on your calendar as the month when help is coming. Some will receive it earlier, some later, but all within the same window. You may wonder, why not send the money to everyone on the same day? The answer is simple. The system handles millions of transactions. To avoid delays or errors, Centrelink staggers the rollout. This ensures that the money flows smoothly and securely into each person's account. It also reduces the risk of technical issues that could cause seniors unnecessary worry. Think of it like water flowing through a tap. If you open it all at once, the pressure can be overwhelming, but if you release it in a steady stream, everyone still gets what they need without chaos. That is why the payments are divided into waves. While we are on this important topic, let me remind you again to hit the pansperala and subscribe button if you haven't already. These updates are changing quickly, and sometimes small details, like payment dates or eligibility tweaks, are announced suddenly. By subscribing, you will never miss these updates, and you will always be one of the first to know. Remember, this channel is not just about news. It is about family. It is about looking out for one another. So please, take that little step and join our community. Now let's pause and think for a moment. What does $200 really mean in practical terms? For some, it could be 3 months' worth of groceries. For others, it might cover utility bills through the summer heat or the winter cold. It could mean paying off outstanding debts or finally booking a medical appointment that was delayed because of cost. This is not just about money, it is about freedom. The freedom to make choices without constant financial fear. The freedom to smile when you look at your bank balance. The freedom to know that for once, the government has heard the voices of seniors and has stepped forward with real, tangible support. Now that we know when the payment is coming, the next big question is, how will it actually arrive in your hands? The good news is that the $200 Centrelink pension payment will be delivered the same way you normally receive your regular pension or benefit. That means if your pension usually goes directly into your bank account, you can expect this bonus payment to appear there as well. Safe, automatic, and without the need for you to lift a finger. No paperwork, no separate application. It will simply show up as an extra amount, clearly marked, so you know it is the bonus. For those who use different banks, different accounts, or even special arrangements, the process will still be the same. The money goes straight into the account Centrelink already has on file for you. This is important because it removes the stress of confusion. The government wants the payment to flow smoothly so that seniors do not face unnecessary worry. Of course, sometimes things do not go perfectly. Maybe a bank delay happens, maybe a public holiday gets in the way, or maybe your payment cycle is slightly different. So what should you do if the money does not appear when you expect it? The first step is simple. Give it a few days. Payments can sometimes take 2 or 3 business days to show up, especially if they fall around weekends or bank holidays. If after that time the money still has not arrived, the next step is to check your MyGov account or your Centrelink online portal. There, you can see any official notices or updates about your payment. If you still do not see it and no update is given, then it is time to call Centrelink directly. I know phone calls to Centrelink can sometimes be long, but in cases like this, it is important to confirm. When you do call, have your customer reference number and bank details ready, because they will ask for them to verify your identity. Remember, this payment is your right. If you are eligible, you deserve to receive it. So never feel shy or guilty about following up. That money is meant to support you, and if it doesn't arrive, it is worth the call. Now let's look at the bigger picture. Why has the government decided to give this $200 boost now? The answer lies in the rising cost of living and the recognition that pensioners are among the hardest hit. Prices for food, energy, healthcare, and housing have all climbed sharply. Seniors who live on fixed incomes often feel these increases more deeply because they do not have room to earn extra income easily. The government knows this. By providing this one-off payment, they aim to offer short-term relief and help seniors keep up with rising costs. This is not just a political move, it is a human response. Governments sometimes forget the struggles of ordinary people. But in this case, they have acknowledged that the pressure on pensioners has reached a breaking point. The $200 is not a luxury. It is a recognition that seniors deserve dignity, security, and peace of mind. Let me share a small story. Mary, a grandmother living in New South Wales, told me that she often had to choose between buying her medication and buying fresh food. With her small pension, there was simply not enough to cover both. When she heard about this solemn $200 payment, she said with tears in her eyes, "Finally, I don't have to choose. I can buy both." This is what these payments are truly about. They are not just about money. They are about choice, about dignity, and about allowing seniors to live without constant sacrifice. We have covered when the foul $200 Centrelink pension payment will arrive, how it will be paid, and why it matters so much. But one of the most important questions that many seniors ask is, who exactly qualifies and how will it look for singles compared to couples? Let's break this down in simple, easy to understand terms. If you are already receiving a Centrelink pension or benefit, you are most likely included. That means age pension recipients, the largest group of seniors. Disability support pension, DSP recipients, those living with long-term disabilities. Carer payment recipients, those caring for loved ones who cannot support themselves. Certain allowances, for example, those on low incomes who receive supplementary support. If you are part of these groups, the $200 will automatically be paid to you. You don't need to apply, you don't need to sign up, and you don't need to fill out any paperwork. The government already knows you are eligible. Now, let's talk about how this plays out for different households. For married single pensioners, the full $200 payment will go directly into your account. That means one person, one payment, clear and simple. For couples, both partners are eligible individually if both are receiving a pension. That means the household could see a combined $2,400 if both qualify. This is incredibly important because many couples share expenses like rent, food, and utilities, and they often feel the squeeze together. So, whether you are living alone or as part of a couple, this payment is designed to give meaningful relief. Friends, let's step back for a moment. This wild $200 payment is not a miracle cure. It will not erase every worry or suddenly make life easy. But it will give you a cushion. It will give you space to breathe. And sometimes that space is what makes all the difference. In times of rising costs, many seniors feel forgotten. They feel like their voices are not heard. But this payment is proof that your voices do matter, that your years of contribution to this country are being recognized, and that your needs cannot be ignored. As we wrap up, I want you to remember this. You are not alone. You are part of a community of millions of seniors who are walking this journey together. The $200 payment is on its way, and it is meant for you. Please, if you found this video helpful, do one small thing. Subscribe to this channel. That way, you will always stay updated, you will always know the latest news, and you will always have a place where your concerns are understood. We are like a family here, and every new subscriber makes our family stronger. So, mark your calendars. October is the month when help is arriving. Hold on with hope, because better days are ahead. And as always, take care of yourself and those you love. You deserve peace, dignity, and comfort. And together, we will keep making sure you get it. Thank you for watching, my friends. Stay safe, stay hopeful, and I will see you in the next update.